Okay, good afternoon, everyone. To our FB Live and YouTube audience and participants, of course, to our agile and reverent panelists for today, most especially to our charming and goal-oriented President and CEO of Asia Pacific Educators Training Institute. I would like to welcome you all to our APAETI Live panel discussion on our upcoming first Golden Global Researchers and Educators Guild Award or GREGA Awards, and Educators Forum, which is open to all. That will be held on September 25, 2021. And to officially begin, may I request everyone to please put ourselves in the presence of the Lord for the opening prayer to be led by Dr. Adrian Lawrence Carvajal. Dr. Adrian?
Yes. Allow me to share my screen for a music video. name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord God, we honor you and we praise you and we worship you. We ask your presence in our live discussion for today to enlighten our discussions. We pray and ask for your protection for ourselves, for our families and loved ones during this surging pandemic. We ask this to our Lord Jesus Christ, your Son. Amen. In the name of the
Amen.
Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Good
Amen.
afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Okay, thank you so much, Doc Adrian. And today we are very fortunate because we have our three panelists. And it is my pleasure and my honor to introduce to you our panelists for today. Let me share my screen so that you can see him. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Doc Loida.
So, our first panelist is Dr. Arnel E. Genzola is a graduate of BS Mass Communication Broadcasting, magna cum laude, from West Visayas State University, BS Education, major in English and Literature, professional teaching certificate from Colegio San Agustin, Bacolod, MA in Education, major in English from the University of San Agustin, Doctor of Communication, Chancellor's Lister with a general weight average of 1.11. Wow. And top graduate of the class of 2016 of Doctor of Communication from the University of the Philippines. And IGCSE English as a second language from Cambridge International Examinations, Cambridge University. Held at Beijing Royal School, Beijing, China. He is a licensed teacher in our country, and he has been an educator for almost 2 decades, teaching higher education courses here and abroad. He has been invited to speak in national and international gatherings of scholars and academics as a resource speaker and research paper presenter in Cambodia, China, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Macau, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, Russia, and the USA. He has received numerous national and international awards as an educator, community leader, educational leader, resource speaker, teacher trainer, and language education researcher. In 2010, he was awarded by the People's Government of China as one of the outstanding foreign experts in the field of education. Honored as one of the 14 Bagong Bayani awardees in 2014 by the Bagong Bayani Foundation in cooperation with POEA, OWA, DFA, and DOLE, and the first Asian recipient of the 2019 GULC Distinguished Faculty Award in China. Currently, he is an undergraduate and graduate communications professor of Chile University, Lambton College or GULC in China, and at the same time, the university's head of the EFL department program director, leading over 20 international EFL faculty members from 10 different countries. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Dr. Arnel E. Gonzalo. Gonzola, I'm sorry, I mispronounced.
Thank you very much.
Let's give him a big round of virtual applause.
Thank you very much, Dr. Loida, for that very kind introduction. Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody.
Welcome, Dr. Arnel. And our next panelist for today is a man, according to our president and CEO, he is a man of few words with more than 2 decades of experiences in teaching, in management, and in research, and a strong desire of learning. Dr. Adrian Lawrence Carvajal offers a unique blend of leadership, vision, knowledge, passion, and productivity. He is a certified marketing educator, or CPME, a career service executive eligible, or CSEE, a certified Lean Six Sigma Yellow Belt, and a certified Kaizen professional, or CKP. He is an assessor of the Philippine Quality Awards. He is a consultant in research, HR and sales in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. He has also served as a university director of public relations and information management office in Pangasinan State University, Philippines, and a research coordinator of St. Paul University, Quezon City, Philippines. As a passionate educator, he has taught in senior high school, college, master's and doctoral courses on education, management, business, and research in Dubai, Pangasinan, and Manila. He is awarded as International Excellence as Dean, Most Outstanding Research Advocate, and Most Outstanding Innovative Leader by professional organizations. His professional education is multidisciplinary as he earned degrees in AB Philosophy, Juris Doctor, Masters of Development Management, or MBA, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Public Administrations, and Doctor of Philosophy and Business Administration. A multi-awarded researcher, he engages in multidisciplinary researches, in multi-method approaches in social sciences, education, business, and management. He is an active speaker, presenter in national and international conferences, and has published nationally and internationally in ISI Web of Science referred journals. He is currently the editor-in-chief of International Journal of Business Management and Social Innovation, a member of editorial review board of several journals and research organizations. He was a project research consultant of AUSAID and USAID, funded researches on employment and livelihood of persons with disabilities and sustainable communities. Currently, he is the Dean of the Institute of Graduate Studies of San Sebastian College, Recoletos, Manila, Philippines. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome Dr. Adrian Lawrence P. Carvajal, our APAETI executive member.
Thank you, Dr. Lyda.
And to introduce to us our third panelist, may I call in Dr. Arnel. Dr. Arnel?
All right, Doc Loida, you can hear me, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, Doc.
Okay. All right, just one sec, Doc. So our next panelist is actually our moderator in the person of Doc Loida. So allow me to introduce her and her accomplishments. Okay? Dr. Loida G. Tomelden, she is a graduate of Bachelor in Secondary Education, major in English cum laude. She finished her Master of Arts in Educational Management at Rizal Technological University and Doctor of Education in Educational Administration. Doc Loida has more than 2 decades of teaching experience as a master teacher in the junior high school and 2 years in the senior high school. She is a recipient of Secondary Teacher Scholarship Program at Ateneo University, TESDA Scholar in Web Development, U.S. Embassy Scholar, and Massive Open Online Training course. She was also awarded internationally as an Outstanding Master Teacher and Outstanding Innovative Teacher at Asia Pacific Association of Educators Training Institute. Always chosen as a demonstration teacher, speaker in the school division and international level, she had conducted international webinars and training on 21st century classroom management, the leading edge in human capital development, international certificate training course in module development, international training course in development and implementation of lesson exemplar, international training course on innovative material, international cooperation on Mahakari Forum, Reframing and Rediscovering Collaborative Learning in a Distance Learning Modality, International Webinar on Innovations and Adjustments in Assessments in the New Normal, Enhancing the Reading Level of Non-Native English Speakers. She's also a research enthusiast. She presented her researches in the division, national, and international levels. Her research was published in the International Journal in Advanced Studies. That's the APA or APAETI Educators Publishing House. She is a reading advocate, a member of Reading Association of the Philippines, a division writer, editor, and validator of modules and integrative assessment in the remote learning. Furthermore, she is a women's ministry leader and an active civic organization outreach program coordinator. Friends, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, our next panelist, please join me in welcoming her, Dr. Loida Tamelden, also our moderator for this afternoon's live session. Dr. Loida.
Thank you so much, Doc Arnel. And our fourth panelist is a woman with a big heart in helping underprivileged professionals. When I say underprivileged, those who are not given a chance to shine in their local school, whose goal is to give them a chance to shine the best way they can. So may I introduce to you, Dr. Raquel Bernabe is a research advocate and educator. She graduated her doctorate degree at Technological University of the Philippines, Manila. She won the award of Best Research Paper in International Conference held at Tokyo, Japan on October 22, 2018. She conducted and presented her researches in Melbourne, Australia, Tokyo, Japan, and Kota, Malaysia, and Southeast Asia Research Conference. She is also an international resource speaker, motivational and keynote speaker, and research advocate. At present, Dr. Raquel is a public servant and a young entrepreneur. She was awarded as National Most Outstanding Master Teacher in the Silver Lifetime Award of Educators and Most Outstanding Research Advocates and Lifetime Achievement Award in Journalism and numerous awards from DepEd and Province of Cavite. Dr. Raquel is an author of a book entitled Organizational Culture and Productivity of Elementary Teacher, published in Australia, Germany, and USA, and action research book. She is also an author of research entitled Impact of Learning Resources Management and Development System Portal to the Performance of Teachers and Impact of Learning Action Cell to the School Productivity, published in Tokyo, Japan. Dr. Raquel helped many elementary, junior, and senior high school teachers to grow professionally and create an impact in education through initiating seminars, workshops, an empowered, innovative educator, the founder, the president, and the CEO of Asia Pacific Association of Educators Training Institute and International Journal in Advanced Studies. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow educators, let us all welcome by giving her a big round of virtual applause, Dr. Raquel T. Bernabe.
Thank you very much, Dr. Loida.
Okay, so at this juncture, I would like to call in our awesome president of APAETI to unfold the story behind APAETI, how it began and what is its vision and mission, and how the Girl Excellence Awards first happened and where it happened. Once again, may I call in Dr. Bernabe.
Okay, a pleasant afternoon to all of you. So, paano ba nagsimula ang APAETI? Let's start with APAETI before the Guru Excellence. So, this was actually initiated not only by me, but because of my colleagues na talagang they are aiming to do more, to grow more, and to collaborate more with other educators. So after collaborating with different region, pagkagaling ko sa Melbourne, Australia. So doon nagsimula yung APAETI. After kung mag-talk sa iba-ibang region, I decided to create the Asia Pacific Association of Educators Training Institute para mas maraming matulungan. Mas marami akong matulungan, mas maraming ma-reach out, not only to serve some division and region, but of course nationwide. So that was started initially on the year 2018 with about 17 participants only. That was started in mall, City Mall Imus in Cavite. So ang kauna-unahang topic na kinundak namin is all about development of action research. So after that, nagkaroon ng mga series of seminars, not only seminars, series of international research conference here and in different part of the country. And then after that, we decided to have survey sa mga event namin, lalo na sa mga big event namin like International Research Conference. Kung ano ang gusto nilang i-facilitate ng APAETI with regards to events and programs. So majority of the participants answered that APAETI should organize an award-giving ceremony just like this one. So that's the reason why APAETI Guru Excellence Award nag-umpisa. Diyan nag-umpisa yung APAETI Guru Excellence Award. So kinukondak ito every year, every Foundation Day ng APAETI. Yan lagi yung usually Sunday or Saturday, first Sunday or Saturday of the month of January. Diyan kinukondak ang APAETI Guru Excellence Award. So aside from Grega, dalawa po ang kinikater ng APAETI o magiging dalawa na ang kinikater ng APAETI with regards to awarding ceremony rather, and that is the Asia Pacific Guru Excellence Award and the Grega Award, or the Golden Global Researchers and Educators Guild Award, which is open to all professionals and non-professionals. Kasi ang APAETI Guru Excellence Award is majority of the awards is for educators only. So nagkaroon din ng mga member affiliate. Ang unang member affiliate ng APAETI yung nagsimula lang ay 6. We have Dr. Wendy Banyares, we have Dr. Elvira Katangay, and then we have who else? We have Dr. Ernie Natividad, and then we have another 2 is from Dasma also. So ganun lang kakonte. And now APAETI already have 300 member affiliate and 29 executive members. Soon, mas aayusin pa yung program with regards to membership, mas papalawakin at mas aayusin pa yung membership. So that is the history of APAETI. So makikita nyo rin yan soon sa ating soon to release na Asia Educators Pulse Magazine. Okay, back to you, Doc Loida.
Thank you so much, Doc Bernabe. And now for the most awaited moment, to know what is this Grega all about, Grega Awards all about, no? May I call in Dr. Arnel Gonzola for its rationale.
Thank you, Doc Loida. Once again, good afternoon, everybody, and to everyone watching live on Facebook or YouTube, and to those participating here on Zoom, good afternoon. Thanks again, Doc Loida. My task this afternoon is to present to you the rationale of the Grega Award. So following the success of the Guru Excellence Award, which is being given annually, so everybody, those of you who've been recipients of the Guru Excellence Award, everybody knows that it's specifically for educators. Okay, so we give that, APAETI, the Asia Pacific Association of Educators Training Institute, provides that recognition to all the educators in the country. So all the way from kindergarten to preschool, elementary, secondary, and university level. The goal of that is to recognize the valuable contributions of our educators all over the country, especially during this time of global health crisis. So we have been going through the crisis for over a year and a half, I think, almost 2 years already. So the APAETI is promoting another global award that we would like to present to those who have been able to contribute remarkably, not only in their institutions or the institutions they work for, but also in the society, in the community, across the globe. Okay, not only in the Philippines, but across the globe, those of you, those educators, and those professionals who have already done remarkable, outstanding performances in whatever field of endeavor they are right in, okay? So GREGA, which is the Golden Global Researchers and Educators Guild Award. Okay, so this award is open not only for educators. So this is open po ito, not only for teachers, but this is also open to other professions. Okay, so we open this to those from the medical field, for example, from those coming from different industries. Okay, so you probably have checked it out, our link, the APAETI link, which provides you exactly the awards to be conferred to those who are deserving, okay, to be recognized. So APAETI is spearheading this search. It aims to encourage, it aims to inspire and recognize the valuable contributions of remarkable individuals from different sectors and all that they have done in their society and the institutions that they are a part of as we speak. So on September 25, God willing, if there will be no changes with that, we know that some parts of the country are on ECQ, MECQ, and so on, but we're hoping that it will push through on the 25th of September as scheduled. So we will be honoring and we will be recognizing incredible achievements of extraordinary individuals who continue to create a sense of unity, creativity, ingenuity, inspiration, and brilliance through the role modeling to the wider community. And it's not only giving you the recognition in terms of like what you have been doing in the society, but we want to inspire you to keep on keeping on. So you might wonder what are the phases or what these nominees have to go through. We have been doing already for several Saturdays the interview, the panel interview, not face-to-face. We don't do it physically, but we do it on Zoom. Okay, so we do it on Zoom with my fellow panelists, Dr. Adrian, the Dean of the Institute of Graduate Studies of San Sebastian College, Recoletos, and then our beloved President of APAETI, also the Chairman of the GREGA 2021, Doc Kel. We have been doing the series of interviews for those nominees. So what are the stages? Okay, so what are the phases that every nominee has to go through? Okay, so allow me to share this with everybody. So essentially, it starts out with your submission of your bio note. Okay, so you might have been nominated or you might be nominated by a colleague or somebody who was able to see how you work, your accomplishments, and so on. So you got to submit a bio note to the committee, and then the committee screens submission. And right after that, the nominees are asked to provide credentials and supporting documents in support of your nomination. So pagkatapos po ng bio note submission, what we would usually do as in the committee is we would be screening those bio note submissions, and then the committee will be sending you back an email asking you to provide supporting documents, your credentials, supporting documents, links to your publication, and so on. And then the committee again will evaluate all those submissions. And those who qualify, satisfying the requirements, okay, satisfying the conditions for you to be able to move forward in all these phases. So once you qualify that second phase in which you've been asked to submit the credentials, then the committee will be sending you back a message asking you to join the next phase, which is the panel interview. So in the panel interview, you will be sitting with us virtually. Okay, so there will be 4 of us. It's going to be one-on-one. The panelists, and then with you, every nominee who will be spending about 10 to 15 minutes, or sometimes more than that, with some of the nominees for the getting to know you better, and then asking you to be able to respond to the questions that will be thrown by the panelists based on what you will be sharing with us during the panel interview on Zoom. Okay, so every nominee for the panel interview on Zoom is given the opportunity for you to be able to introduce who you are to the panel, and then you tell us about your accomplishments. Although you have already had it, you've had it in your bio note submissions, in your credentials, but at the same time, we would like to hear it right from you. And we will be basing our questions based from how you present, how you introduce yourself to the panel. So you are going to share not only about who you are, your affiliations, but what you have been doing so far, what you have accomplished, your achievements, your publications. Okay, so since it's a global award specifically, especially to those educators and even those coming from the different fields, like for the information of everybody, we also have nominees and even qualifiers of the awards coming from the medical field. So we have nurses and pharmacists, okay? And what else are we looking for, or what else do we ask every nominee to be able to share in the panel interview? We also want you to share with us any recognitions you have received so far or about to receive, any projects, okay? So any involvement in the community, in school, or any particular community project that you are at the helm of that you would love to share with the panel, because we would love to hear those coming from those of you who qualified for the panel interview. So each nominee is given that time for you to be able to interact with the panelists. And then after that, the panel, every member of the panel will be asking you as well questions. And right after that, we will also be giving you recommendations in terms of what else do you need to satisfy as part of the requirements, especially when it comes to the publication, which is needed as one of the major requirements for every qualifier for the panel interview. And then right after that, if all of these requirements have been satisfied, then the awards and search committee will be sending you a correspondence, sending and congratulating you for having been included as one of the awardees as part of the roster of awardees of the 2021 GREGA. Okay, this is also an announcement. This is not only for those who are joining us today on Zoom, but to those of you watching us live on Facebook. We are very blessed to have Globe Telecom as one of our major sponsors. Okay, so allow me to share with everybody one of our major sponsors, which is Globe Telecom. Okay, so Globe Telecom is one of our major sponsors for the GREGA 2021. And we are blessed to have them as a major sponsor, and hopefully, and God willing, for the upcoming events of APAETI. So Globe Telecom Incorporated, as known to everybody, is a major provider of telecommunication services in the country. So it is the largest mobile network operator in the Philippines and one of the largest fixed line and broadband networks in the Philippines. So to date, it has over 80 million plus, it has over 80 million mobile subscribers. So our heartfelt thanks to Globe Telecom. And we are looking forward to having Globe Telecom as our partner and sponsor, not only for this year, but God willing, for the annual GREGA Awards. To those awardees, to those who qualified already, we congratulate you in advance. And I'm sure one of our major sponsors, Globe Telecom, and the other sponsors would love to see you come September 25th for the awarding ceremony. Okay, thank you very much. And back to you, Doc Loida.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ernel Genzola, for that very informative announcement and the reasons why we have these GREG Awards. And I hope that we are all well informed. And I hope also that we are all encouraged to join in this first Global Golden Researchers and Educators Guild Awards, which will be held on September 25, 2021 at Shangri-La Hotel. So if you have any questions, just call this contact number, which is in your screen, our screen, or email that email ad, which is in our screen. Okay, and now for the most awaited moment to know what is this Grega Awards more. So when we say awards, it is a ceremony that makes people feel that their work is valued. It shows approval and gratitude for each person's good job. And it makes people aware that good work will be rewarded. It shows others, such as the general public and other staff members, that you are aware of outstanding accomplishments. So, to explain to us the criteria for Grega Awards, may give you Dr. Adrian Carvajal. Dr. Carvajal.
Thank you, Dr. Lida. Before anything else, I would like to open the sponsorships also for the other companies, other individuals who would like to become a part of the Grega Awards, not only for this year, but for the coming years. You may connect with Dr. Loida, Dr. Arnel, or Dr. Kel Bernabe for the sponsorships. Okay. Now, my task will be to give you the yardstick, the measurement. How do we see the applicants to become eligible for the Grega Awards? So I'll be showing to you. Okay, I'll be showing to you these categories on which it gives you a semblance of the criteria that we're measuring on the Grega Awards. So for this category, for the category on instructional competencies and teaching effectiveness, where we're going to see if you have creative outputs or innovative teaching strategies that you use. You have research outputs also, your co-curricular involvement, your educational attainment, as well as professional advancement. We're also going to see your professional and community involvement. So how do you participate in the training programs? How's your leadership in professional organizations? How do you, what's your level of participation in community and civic movements, as well as your professional and community service awards, if you have been awarded already. As told already by Dr. Arnel, the bottom line is for every award, we're going to look for your publications. If you have published researches already, either in the division level, regional level, or the international or national level kind of publications that you have. And what we have is also the panel interview. So you're going to have a panel interview with the panelists, with Dr. Arnel, with Dr. Raquel, and yours truly. We're going to measure your critical and creative thinking. How do you communicate your achievements? How do you reason out? How is your leadership and your ethics also? And lastly, we also try to see if you are a member of APAETI. So we encourage you to become a member of APAETI. In general, for these global awards, we would like to see your track record of publications. You have also become an author of books, modules, or learning materials. What are the innovations that you have done for your school or the community? Your performance in the interview and as a member of APAETI. So these are the yardstick or the measurement that we're going to have for you to be able to earn the award in the Grega Awards. So thank you, Dr. Loida.
Thank you so much, Doc Adrian. And now to give us updates and the processes of the Grega Awards, may I call in again our President of APAETI, Bernabe, and of course, with Dr. Adrian and Doc Arnel to give us the updates of the processes and the interview. How will we do the interview process?
Okay, so we will start the update. Okay, so we already interviewed at 28 participants, isn't it, Doc Adrian?
Yes,
Am I
yes.
correct?
These are
Okay,
actually the ones who already passed the screening process that we have. From around 100 applicants that we have, and around 40 plus have been willing to undergo the panel interview. They were subjected to a panel interview process in which they were screened for their leadership, for their innovations, for their publications. And we have been doing this process for around 3 to 4 weeks already. So it's a good process to be able to filter out those who are really going to be deserving of the Grega Awards.
but for those who are do not successfully pass the criteria, they still have a chance to get it if they pass their means of verification, isn't it, Doc Arnel?
Yes,
So
yes,
what
that's
are
correct.
those?
And then
What are those? Can you please elaborate the criteria that
for
we
the
have?
Right, for the information of everybody, I know that Doc Adrian already specified the criteria and the details of that. Those who will be conferred to be part of the roster of 2021 Grega awardees, you will also have the opportunity to be featured in APAETI's magazine. Okay, so we will have the upcoming magazine of APAETI. So those of you who will be conferred the award, so you will not only be honored face-to-face for the awarding ceremony next month, but at the same time, you will also be featured in the upcoming magazine of APAETI. Okay, and also, you will also have the opportunity to be, well, you will have the opportunity to be the brand ambassador of APAETI. And there will be a number of opportunities to be given to you to participate and join us as one of the speakers of any of the upcoming webinars of APAETI, and to represent APAETI in a number of opportunities that are set for all the educators who wanted to be part of APAETI, not only as a member, but especially to those of you who will be conferred the title one of the awardees of the Grega 2021.
Dr. Kel, may I make a rejoinder? The panelists does not only function as a screening committee, it also functions as a recommendatory committee that puts you in a situation that could improve yourself in your future self. So it's going to be a better version of yourself when this committee will now make recommendations for you, either to improve your publication and researches, to engage more in your community work, in your leadership. So the screening committee is more than the screening committee per se. So it also tries to give you recommendations to improve yourself, to become a better version of yourself after the panel interview.
Yes, and the Grega Award is still open.
Yes, yes.
Until September, second week of September only. So if you wish to apply and nominate yourself, pwede kayo mag-nominate ng sarili nyo. This is open to all. As long as you have passed the criteria we have, so you will be the recipient of the first Grega Award. So we will send congratulatory letter this week. Isn't it, Doc Adrian? So once you have sent, just please follow the instruction we have there. And another thing is just contact us if you have any queries or any questions you have in mind or you have in heart. And if you did not receive confirmation letter or congratulatory letter, just text me or anybody of the panelists so that we will be able to answer your queries and recommend anything that we can do for you to be able to have the criteria that you don't have in the Grega Award. Okay, so anything that we should
I
tell?
think, Dokel, I think we also would love to share with all of those who will be participating. Either they will be nominated or to those who would nominate themselves, to start with the bio note and then get ready with your credentials, supporting documents. And once the committee deems your application to qualify and satisfy the requirements, and we will be notifying you for the panel interview. You don't have to be apprehensive about the panel interview. It's essentially about getting to know you. This pandemic does not stop us to be able to connect with each other. We would love to know you virtually before the face-to-face session, God willing, for the awarding ceremony, because it's not only our relationship as fellows in the field or in whatever field you will be coming from, is not going to stop right after the awarding ceremony. It's going to be in partnership with you, if possible, for the long haul. Okay, so we will be together. We will be partners for all the upcoming projects of APAETI, and we will be involving you in ensuring that APAETI gets to deliver and meet its vision and mission for educators and for those other professionals who would love to be part of APAETI. Okay, so the panel interview, we will not be asking you rocket science questions, but the questions will be coming from essentially what you will be sharing with us. Okay, yes. Right, Doc Adrian, the documents you will share with everybody, and then how you present yourself to us. And I completely agree with Doc Adrian. It also goes back, we as educators and as professionals, especially those coming from different fields, we also wanted to hear from you how you would communicate to us what we want to hear from you, and anything else that you would love to share with everybody that needs to be heard. Okay, so who knows, in the sharing, there would be something that would be able to help us to promote the projects that we have set, not only for teachers, but for those other professionals coming from different fields, and we can all collaborate. Okay, so this is one of the things that we need to do as professionals, especially amid the global health crisis. We need to put all our brains together. We need to put all our forces together. And what a way it is to do it, by having APAETI as our platform to be able to do whatever it is that we envision, not only for ourselves, but for our institution and for those communities we serve who can benefit in the future.
Okay, that's right. Doc Arnel.
Thank you.
So wag po matakot. That's the term,
Doc Kel, Doc Adrian. Wala pong rocket science.
So my advice is just be yourself. Kasi right. Naman kami nangangano. And that's also, right. Alam nyo naman kung ano yung, siyempre, you should not be somebody kapag during interview, di ba? Just be yourself. At sabihin mo kung ano talaga yung mga accomplishment mo. Diba? Mahirap. At saka kayo din, makikinabang din kayo niyan na talagang kayo ay dumaan sa magandang proseso. Natitrain din kayo to be global educator. Kasi ang award na to ay mabigat. This is a global awarding ceremony. So you need to be a global educator. You need to pass the criteria to be a global educator. Hindi lang kayo matatawag na just. So yun po yung advice namin. So another thing na pwede nating masabi about sa first global award natin, Doc Arnel, nasabi na ba natin lahat?
Yes. And then Doc Kel, like this was already mentioned by Doc Adrian. To those of the applicants, the nominees, to those of you wanting, for example, because based on the recommendation of the panel, that you need to make sure that you get to publish internationally your work, then APAETI is here. Okay, so we're also doing this because we want to bring to your consciousness that APAETI is not only an institution that provides training for professionals, but at the same time, we are also a publishing house. Okay, so when you are a member, you will also have the opportunity to get your work published with us in our publishing house. So this is also for the attention of everybody, to those of you wanting, not only for the awardees or for those who would like to apply for the awards, but this is also to the public listening, to the audience listening as we speak at the moment. APAETI is also a publishing house. So should you want your work to get published, then please get in touch with us. So we have our YouTube channel, we have our Facebook page, and then just drop us a message and we will get back to you right away for that.
Yes, and we have two publication where they can publish their study. We have the International Journal in Advanced Study. This is a peer-reviewed global journal. So pwede nyo i-publish dyan ang mga innovations ninyo and research. Another thing na pwede ninyong i-publish ang inyong mga articles, like mga feature article ninyo and so on, poems and other na talagang ginawa ninyo. You can publish that in our Asia Educators Pulse magazine. So we have two platforms na pwede ninyong i-publish yung mga study niyo. And this is actually have international seal. Meron na siyang ISSN number. So you don't need to worry about the ISSN or ISBN number. And for those who would like to publish their book, their own book, kahit na anong book yan, we can assist you how to publish your study or your book with ISSN number or with ISBN number. That's your choice. So mamaya na siguro yung about sa publication, no? Because we are focused in Grega Award. So I will discuss more about publication later. Okay, back to you, Doc Loida.
Okay, thank you so much, Doc Kel, Doc Adrian, and Doc Arnel. I hope that our audience and participants are well informed. I hope that everything is already clear to us on how to join regarding the processes of the Grega Awards. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to join, but be more inspired. We all deserve to be awarded. If you are not given an opportunity to be awarded in your local school, this is your time to shine. Your awards are waiting in APAETI. So sa mga kababayan ko na achievers, na mga gagaling, masisipag sa Tarlac, special announcement for Mr. Makadangdang and Ma'am Dali. It's your turn to shine. Magpasa na kayo ng mga bio notes nyo at magpa-interview na kayo sa APAETI. And to the rest of the participants, you are all welcome po. Okay? And now, another special announcement for those who are willing to be a member of APAETI and who are willing to publish their researches, their modules, their lesson exemplar. It will be again discussed to us by our CEO, Dr. Raquel D. Bernabe. Raquel.
Okay, so about membership. So we have actually systematized the membership. So before, we have only regular member. And then we have member affiliate, and now we already have a regional coordinator, and then we have the executive member. Executive member is yung pinakamataas na membership na dapat na meron, lalo na yung mga professor, dean, and so on, na talagang mataas na yung achievement. So isa-isahin po natin ang mga freebies and exciting opportunities na awaits for those who will become a member of APAETI. So the first membership is, I guess Doc Adrian ang magdi-discuss nito. Doc Adrian, are you prepared to discuss the membership?
For the membership, Dr.
Yes.
Kel, that's your turn.
Okay.
That's your
So
turn.
for member affiliate, so the opportunities always is, of course, we offer you to be a global resource speaker. You will be given a chance to be a resource speaker, not only in free webinar, but in a paid webinar of the APAETI. So just give us your bio note, and just give us, of course, your willingness and your eagerness to be one of the league of the speakers. Of course, ino-offer ko yan doon sa mga talagang speaker na talagang forte nila yon. Just like for example, ang forte ninyo ay research. So you need to focus on research. Sa research kita ilalagay. And if your skills and yung bio note mo ay talagang malakas sa pedagogical approach and so on, so doon kita ilalagay ng speaker. Just give yourself to be one of the speaker, kasi sa sobrang dami na ng mga speaker ng APAETI, syempre hindi ko na kayo makukontak isa. Kailangan eager din kayo na magsabi sa akin, especially kapag member na kayo. Hindi agad-agad kayo na sasabihin ninyo na kami member nyo lang, gusto nyo na agad sa Kailangan matrain muna kayo. And the training ground for APAETI soon to be resource speaker is our free webinars. Lahat po kami, kahit ako ay dumaan sa free webinars. Ako ay CEO nyo, pero ako ay talaga nagpasimula ng free webinars. So diyan din kayo makikita, kasi ang ating mga free webinars, ini-stream yan nationwide, hindi lang sa Philippines. So diyan nakilala si Doc Arnel, si Doc Adrian, hanggang ngayon may mga fans pa rin sila nanonood sa ating YouTube channel. So another opportunities sa member affiliate is the 10% discount to all of the events of the APAETI. So let's proceed with another membership naman. We have the regional coordinator member. So sila yung may mga tao na, sila yung may mga na-invite na member din. For example, we have Doc Laura Del from Nueva Vizcaya. So napakarami niyang pa-member, and meron na siyang 59 member affiliate na na-invite. So automatic na siya ay regional coordinator na ng APAETI. So once na mag-conduct tayo ng seminar doon sa region niya, meron siyang 5% rebate na makukuha. So yun po yung previous na makukuha ninyo. Another thing na ino-offer namin is, of course, you have an opportunity to suggest to APAETI what kind of seminar that you would like to offer in your region, and to facilitate also that kind of seminar. Okay, and you have 20 members or 20 participants for free na magjo-join sa APAETI webinar. Not free for free sa mga paid webinar. Another thing is yung regional member is, of course, another freebie na makukuha nila. Meron silang chance na maipadala globally, especially when we have benchmarking in other country. So siyempre titignan pa rin yung profile niya, kung saan malakas yung profile niya. For example, the talk is about naghahanap ang mga affiliate natin from different country ng speaker in research. Siyempre ang ipapadala ko, yung mga kukuha ko sa mga regional coordinator na, kasi hindi naman sila basta lang na member, kundi talaga may napatunayan na sila, and they already organize an event of APAETI. So another membership that we have in APAETI is the regional, the executive member. So we already have 29 executive member. So ano yung opportunity awaits for executive member? Aside from, of course, opportunity to be a global resource speaker, opportunity to have 5% rebates in all the events na mai-invite nila yung kanilang mga ka-region or anyone. Another opportunity is pwede silang mag-conduct ng APAETI seminar or conferences sa university where they belong, na ang kanilang recipient is about 50. Pwede nating mag-conduct yan na ang APAETI ang organizer, for free ang 50. Kung ang regional member coordinator ay 20, ang executive member naman ay 50, ang recipients for free. Another opportunity is of course, pwede rin silang maipadala sa ibang bansa once na ang mga affiliate natin na executive member din ay kumuha ng mga speakers from APAETI, sila din po syempre sa kanila din po sa roosters ng executive member at saka sa roosters ng regional coordinator, diyan po tayo kukuha ng mga ipapadala kasi sila na talaga yung mga best among the best na member ng APAETI. So yun yung mga opportunity. Sa executive member din, aside from events, meron din silang 5% rebates sa mga magazine and journal na magpapapublish sa APAETI. So yun yung mga freebies and opportunities awaits to all who will become APAETI member. Okay, so meron pa ba tayong nakalimutan, Doc Arnel?
I think you have already said everything, Doc Kel.
Yes.
Yeah, we invite everyone to be a member of APAETI.
Yes, membership is still open. This is still open. Kailangan pa po namin ng magagaling na resource speaker kasi katulad niyan weekly na tayong may mga event. So we have 2 platform. We have live through Google Meet and we have the self-paced. So marami pa po kami kailangan ng mga magagaling na resource speakers. So if you have the skill and talent to be one of the APAETI global resource speaker, so join us here in APAETI because here in APAETI, together stronger, we educate. Hindi lang kami ang dapat na mag-educate sa iba kung di kayo rin. So we accept all kind of profile, kahit teacher 1 lang kayo or even you are from private institution, from state university, from college, school, and from what else? From other profession like engineer. So we have Engineer Oliver na talagang hindi naman siya educator pero he is also a member of APAETI as one of the great researcher. So makikita niyo soon you will meet Engineer Oliver. And another one is we have 29 medical doctor, member of APAETI, member affiliate of APAETI. Kasi kahit sila ay medical practitioner, siyempre sila din ay yung iba sa kanila ay nagtuturo sa mga soon to be a doctor din, mga future physician. So they join us because for their professional growth. So nagtutok din sila especially sa mga affiliate ko diyan sa may Boracay and kasi doon marami nag-join na medical practitioner and sa Baguio soon after pandemic I hope na you will join us again here in APAETI. So this is open to everybody, not only for all educators because another thing na gusto kong i-announce sa inyo, meron na rin po talaga tayo another sister organization of APAETI. We have the Researchers, International Educators and Researchers Guild. So organization, yan po yung another project na organization na wino-work out namin soon. So once na maging member ka ng APAETI, automatic member ka na rin ng Educators, International Educators and Researchers Guild. So kasi since we will conduct the first Grega Award, kailangan meron na rin tayong sister organization na hindi lang institution and organization, talagang organization lang wherein we could accommodate all educators and researchers nationwide. Kasi napakarami, sobrang dami talaga ng gustong ma-reach out ang APAETI. Kaya talagang I am doing my best. Nag-iisip pa rin ako at yung mga executive members natin kung ano pa yung mga bagay na pwede namin i-cater, kung ano pa yung mga programs and events na pwede namin i-organize, kung ano pang mga future future organization and so on na pwede naming palakasin at ayusin. So just like our magazines, this is also open to all of you. Pwede rin po yan sa marketing, sa ads. So tuloy-tuloy na natin, no? Kasi Doc Lloyda, dalawa yung minention mo kanina about publication and membership. So if you have any question with regards to membership, we will answer your queries later. After siguro ng discussion ko sa publication. So before, we only have the APAETI itself, the institution itself and organization. And now, nakita nyo naman for about 2 years, magti 3 years pa lang tayo, we already have the publication. And this is actually 2 years pa lang tayo, pero meron na tayong another sister organization. We have the International Researchers and Educators Guild. Another thing, publication na tayo, APA Educators Publishing House, wherein we cater to, we have the International Journal in Advanced Study with ISSN number, a peer-reviewed journal. So soon to release na yan. Kasi marami pang nagpa-publish. We have another 50 authors na nagpa-publish, kaya yung website ay under renovation again. So ano ang pinapublish again dun sa International Journal in Advanced Study? Pwede nyo i-publish din doon ang inyong mga innovations. Ano ba yung mga innovations na meron ng mga educator like you or mga researchers like you? Yung mga SIM, yung strategic intervention materials ninyo, modules, what else? Yung mga investigatory project ninyo, you can publish that in APAETI IJAS. Another thing is, of course, yung inyong action research and yung basic research ninyo. So how are you going to pass this in the publication? All you need to do is to publish, submit your IMRAD format. Kung ang ipapasa ninyo is research or action research, please convert it into IMRAD format. Paano ba IMRAD format? Doc Adrian, can you please give them a brief?
Let's just okay, thank you, Dr. Kel. Let's just give the acronym for the IMRAD. So
yes.
So it's a format in writing researches. The I here pertains to your introduction, that also include backgrounder of your RRL or your review of related literature. The M here is your methodology. It has something to do with your research design, how did you sample, your sampling techniques, your statistics, your statistical treatment if you have. Then the R will be the results. So this pertains to the presentation of your results, of your findings. Then Dr. Arnel will be giving the D. Dr. Arnel, you're now dozing off.
D for the discussion, Doc Adrian.
Yes.
I thought you're dozing off.
IMRAD format, acronym.
That's right. Go ahead, Doc.
Stands for introduction, methodology, results and discussion.
And the discussion. Okay.
Actual format of the international journal. Para yan ay mapublish international. This is a global journal which is open for each and every one of you. This is actually the great endeavor that APAETI catered. Actually, ano ko lang yan dati, dream ko lang talaga. So I attended series of seminar, I attended series of publication, webinars, and so on and so forth, orientation and so on, for me to be able to cater this kind of project. So dumaan yan talaga sa tamang proseso. That's the reason why ang bilis nating makakuha ng mga field. So yes. This is may index na agad siya. We have the Google Scholar Index, we have the Sci Journal Index, we have the Sci Journal Index, and soon Scopus Index. Now I am actually working it out. So 1 year pa lang yan, pero inaayos ko na yan. Soon to have a Scopus Index. Marami pa pong iba, marami pong tumatawag sa akin na may-ari din ng mga international journal and so on, na they would like to collaborate with me and to APAETI and of course to the International Journal in Advanced Study. Marami tayong peer-reviewed dyan. We have from Brazil, we have from India, we have from Greece, we have from Bangkok, Thailand. They are also the owner of the International Journal.
Okay, Dr. Kel, May I have a rejoinder on that? Do we have a
Yes.
certain maximum word count for our articles to be submitted in IJA?
Yes.
The maximum word
Please.
count and the minimum word count, as well as the referencing style. So we follow the APA format.
Yes.
Okay.
APA
Yes.
format.
Thank you very much, Doc Adrian, for your butt in. So yun.
Yes.
This actually your email format should be in 1 to 15 pages only.
Okay.
This is
1
actually
to 15 pages.
international journal format. Another thing is the referencing should be in APA format
APA,
also. If you
the
don't
7th
know
edition.
if you don't have any idea on how to convert your research, such as your action research and your basic research into IMRAD format, you can contact the email address of our publication, the APA Educators Publishing House at gmail.com. APA Educators, all small letter, APA Educators Publishing House at gmail.com, so that we can be able to send you a template on how to convert your study into IMRAD format. Another thing na pwede ninyong i-publish sa ating International Journal in Advanced Studies, your innovations. So ano ba yung mga sample innovations? Katulad ng minention ko kanina, we have the SIM. Ano ba yung SIM? Yan yung strategic intervention materials na ginagawa talaga ng mga educators like you and researchers. So paano niyo yan gagawin? So at least kailangan tatanggalin niyo na syempre yung mga graphics. Kasi kung hindi kayo mismo ang gumawa ng mga graphics na yan, you need to remove all the graphics. You need to remove all the text approach na ginamit ninyo, kinopya ninyo sa Google. You have to convert it into Microsoft Word kasi yan ay niraran din namin sa plagiarism report for us to be able to check. Kapag yan ay pumasa, kahit yung ating research, yung inyong action research at yung inyong basic research, pumasa sa at least 20% plagiarism report, pwede namin yan mapublish. And also, we also, of course, try to reach out for some publication nationwide. Ang lahat ng mga publication, especially international journal, may mga contact kami with each other, wherein nalalaman agad namin yan kapag pinablish nyo na sa iba. So, kung hindi nyo napapublish, pwede nyo i-publish yan. But if you publish that already in any publication, hindi na po pwede yun. Technical po kayo, pati po kami ay madadama. So all you need to do is to submit your innovations. Another innovations na pwede ninyo is of course yung kailangan original lesson exemplar ninyo. Kailangan original, hindi pwede yung dinownload nyo lang o kinopya nyo lang. So all you need to do is to do it yourself. Pwede yan. It's either we also publish Tagalog or Filipino. Any dialects, merong nga nagpa-publish Pampanggenyo. Ano bang dialects ng Kapampangan?
Kapampangan.
Okay, Kapampangan. Dialects na inilagay niya. So we also publish any dialects. Kahit Filipino ang action research mo, we also publish that. So this is for everybody. Another innovation is your module. Hindi mo pwedeng i-publish din ang module mo kung yan ay ginamit mo sa learning portal ng Department of Education or learning portal ng CHED. Hindi na rin po pwede yon kasi nagamit na yan sa pag-aari na yan. Once na pinpublish niya sa learning portal ng DepEd, sa kanila na yan, hindi nyo na pwede yung gamitin. May copyright na sila dyan. Another thing na pwede ninyo i-publish sa innovations ninyo is of course yung mga SIP ninyo. Diba? Yan. So, siyempre, sariling gawa din. Another thing is yung investigatory project. Siyempre, hindi gawa ng estudyante ninyo. Diba? Kailangan gawa ninyo. Kasi ang ilalagay na author kayo, dapat ang gumawa talaga kayo. Kasi mache-check din po namin yan. Alam niyo naman yung mga parents ng mga bata ngayon, di ba meron nga I don't need to mention anyone. So just let's focus with the publication. So yun nga, all you need to do is to send all your innovations. Kailangan 1 to maximum ang innovation naman 1 to 20 pages only. So you need to remove all the graphic materials. Yung mga kinopya nyo sa Google, tanggalin nyo yan. And also text, yung mga text na kinopya nyo rin sa ano, tanggalin nyo rin yan. Kasi hindi yan pumapasa sa ano. Yung mga icon na dinownload nyo lang sa Google, hindi rin po pwede yan. Kailangan kayo mismo, kung gagamit kayo ng icon sa inyong mga innovation, like in SIM, kailangan kayo mismo ang gumawa ng mga icon. Kung hindi kayo gumawa, better to remove para ma-publish ninyo. So, send it in MS Word format. So, if you don't know how to do it, we will also send you a template in Publishing House. Just key in APA Educators Publishing House at gmail.com. So, if you have any queries with regards to publication in iJust, yan lang po ang itatype in ninyo, ikikiin ninyo sa keyboard ninyo para o sa email ninyo para ma-reach out nyo kami, or just text me 0912547870. So another thing is our Asia Educators Pulse. Diba? So yan, dito naman sa ating magazine, this is also open to all, especially to all educators kasi kaya nga Asia Educators Pulse. So meron na tayong 5 from different country na magpapapublish ng kanilang article. So sana mas maraming Pilipina, no? So since this is based in Philippines, this is actually an Asian magazine. Ibig sabihin, Asia magazine siya, hindi siya local magazine only. That's the reason why na-issuean agad. Isang request ko lang na i-issuean agad tayo ng mga sealed. So, you don't need to worry also kasi minsan nagtatanong, magagamit ko po ba yan sa promotion? For your information, sir, ma'am, prof, lahat po ng mga nagpapublish sa APAETI iJust, nagamit na po agad nila sa promotion. Kasi ang tinitignan sa promotion is yung legality ng publication. Paano mo makikita yung legality? At least dapat meron niyang ISSN number. At hindi ka mai-issuean ng ISSN number kung hindi legal na publishing house ka or kung hindi legal na publication yung nagpapapublish. So, meron na rin pong ISSN ng ating magazine. So, ano yung mga pwede nyong i-publish dyan? Yung inyong mga article, like feature article about your style in teaching, your strategies, ano yung mga best practices nyo as educator, as researcher. So all you need to do is to type it in MS Word format and what kind of style that you would like us to publish your article. So another thing na pwede nyo i-publish, we can also market your businesses. So, pwede namin i-market yan kung may business kayo like water station and so on, o kung may business kayo sa paggawa ng mga thesis. So, marami na po tayong mga clients na siyempre magkakaroon ng lang, hindi pa tayo nakakapag-publish ng magazine. Ang dami nang nagpapa-reserve ng magazine natin nationwide. Another thing is yung pwede nyo rin publish yung mga poems ninyo, yung mga poetry na ginawa ninyo. Huwag nyo itago sa baul yung mga galing ninyo. Kailangan i-open nyo yan for everybody. Kailangan makita yan ng lahat nationwide na kayo ay may talent sa pagsusulat. Another thing, aside from poetry, aside from feature article, pwede rin, aside from best practices, pwede rin ninyo i-publish yung mga inyong mga kung kayo ay mga principal, yung inyong mga SIM, di ba? Yung mga ginagawa nyo, yung yearly na report na ginagawa ninyo, as long as talagang kayo yung gumawa niyan, we can publish that. Basta lahat ng related sa education, we can publish that in Asia Educators Pulse magazine. So we also publish your ads or anything na gusto nyo i-publish, kahit picture yan or kahit na small na gusto nyo, kahit number ninyo and picture ninyo, pwede natin i-publish yan na kailangan ninyo ng mga lalo na yung mga may business na related sa education, pwede nyo po yan i-publish sa ating magazine. So, mayroon pa ba akong nakalimutan sa ating publication?
Basta, Doc Kel, those the two basic, the two most important things na binanggit po ninyo, make sure po sa lahat na gusto mag-publish, make sure that your work is original. Okay, so
Yes.
kailangan po original, meaning to say na it's really your work. So make sure it's not lifted from somewhere else. Otherwise, malalaman din po ng APAETI Publishing House because of the fact na na-mention din ni Dokel, it will be run po through a plagiarism detection service. If you are familiar with Turnitin.com, so I think Dokel was able to mention about the similarity index, at least 20%. I think that's the most already. It should be 20% and below. Okay, so otherwise, if it's higher than that in terms of the similarity index, then the work is more like coming from the source than your work. Okay, so siguro if you know other services that detects work, that compares, ito kasi ginagawa ng mga plagiarism detection service, they will compare your work with the databases at the same time with works coming from other online services or online searches or engines. Is a compare yan to generate the OR. Ibig sabihin po is originality report. And that will tell you the similarity index, compare po doon. Well, for researchers, I think we are all familiar of paraphrasing, summarizing, and then acknowledging the source. Okay, so one of the things to do to reduce the similarity index is for you to be able to make sure that you paraphrase it using your own words, but acknowledging the source in the in-text citation. Okay, so I think that is something that I want to add, Dr.
So another thing na kinikater ng ating publishing house is of course your book. So meron na tayong 5 na authors na magpapublish ng kanilang 2 are marketing books. Then we have another one, basic book. Wala pa siyang title. Another 2 are story book. So we also publish that. If you wish to have that with ISBN number, we will assist you on how to have your ISBN number, your own ISBN number. So just send it again in APA Educators Publishing House at gmail.com. So iba po yung quotation ng book. Saka siyempre, depende yan kung marketing book ba yan. We also market your book. If you wish to publish that or if you wish to market that in National Bookstore and in any other bookstore, or in a e-platform, we also publish and we also assist you to market your own personal book. So just contact us, or if you would like to text me or call me, my number is 091254787730. So that I can answer your queries, or if you have any queries with regards to all the things we have discussed, we will try to accommodate all your queries and questions with regards to GREGA, with regards to publication, and with regards to future events of APAETI. So another thing na yung booklet, so merong nagpapapublish na booklet, 2. Ang booklet niya naman is yung pinagsama-sama niya actually bata pa lang daw kasi siya, naggagawa na siya ng mga tula niya, mga poetry. So yung sinabit niya, it have 100 poetries. So talagang napahanga ako pulis yung gusto magpa-publish gusto niya maliit lang daw na booklet na mga parang niya yun parang libangan kapag daw siya ay nalulungkot, gumagawa siya ng points. So nabilib talaga ako sa kanyang skill sa paggawa ng tula. So wag niyo itago yan sa baul, yung mga ginagawa niyo na yun na yan, pwede po nating i-publish yan into any type of any kind of book that you would like us to publish that in booklet, in copybook style, and so on. We will assist you. So kayo ang mag-decide kung anong cover page ang gusto ninyo. And another thing, if you wish to have that in ISSN number or in ISBN number, we can assist you how to have that. Okay, so huwag niyo pong itago yan. Ay, yung isa naman na magpapapublish ng booklet lang is yung parang mga short story ng buhay niya from bata siya to na ngayon ay matagumpay na siya na researcher. So yun, your journey in life na talagang sinusulat ninyo, huwag nyo itago sa baul yan para mas ma-motivate nyo yung iba to grow more, to show more, to grow more, to collaborate more, and of course to be like you. Diba? Yan naman ang mga role natin eh. Diba? Na matulungan ng iba to be like us. Kung ano yung mga great things na na-achieve natin, mas maganda sinishare natin sa iba yan kasi mas masaya, mas magiging masaya ka yung bagay, yung accomplishment mo, yung mga bagay na hindi na-achieve ng iba ay i-share mo sa iba. Isn't it, Doc Loida and Doc Arnel?
Yes, Doc. Opa,
Yes, Doc.
back to Doc Loida. All right.
Yes, thank you so much, Doc. I hope na sa dami ng mga encouragement ni Doc Kel, sana yung mga participants natin are now encouraged to publish their researches and even their lesson exemplar and any innovative materials that you are using in your school. Okay, so yes. Before we have our open forum, let me announce our upcoming programs. Webinars, no? Okay, let me just read it to you that this coming September 2 to 4, there will be book writing. Actually, this coming August 26 to 28, there will be a webinar on pedagogy. September 2 to 4, there will be book writing webinar. So how to make a book, no? This will be a big help for those who are good in writing. September 9 to 11, there will be school leadership webinar. September 16 to 18, research conference. September 23 to 25, I think that will be our global awards, 25. Excuse me. Then October 7 to 9, there will be school leadership again. October 14 to 16, there will be action research. Excuse me. Nasa mid ako. And on October 28 to 30 is still on pedagogy. So, medyo paulit-ulit lang yung mga webinars natin. But you will be, sorry. Excuse me.
Nasa mid na ng konti si Doc Loida.
Sige, Doc Loida. Sorry.
Ayan.
So for this coming January 2023, there will be our third Guru Excellence Award. So I'm excited for that. Siguro naman by this time, marami na ulit mag-join sa mga gustong mabigyan ng awards. Pagpasa lang po kayo ng bio note sa ating ano yun, Doc, sa ating website. Tingnan po ninyo kung paano po magpasa. And on January 14 to 16, School Leadership Webinar. Actually, ang program po natin is more on school leadership, action research, pedagogical, science investigatory, development of innovative, research conference, module development, journalism, research management, and research ethics. So those are our programs which will be year-round. Starting this, this will be our 3 years, right, Doc Kel?
Yes, 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years already. So those are our programs. So I hope that you are in touch, you keep in touch, and paki-browse po ninyo ang ating website, Asia Pacific Educators Training Institute. Nandun po lahat yung mga upcoming webinars and programs of APAETI. Okay, so before we close, we would like to open this time for open forum. If you have any queries, please feel free to unmute your mic. Anyone? Actually, Doc, may PM sa akin si Ma'am Dali Parazo that she is willing to be a member of APAETI. So don't worry, Ma'am Dali. Later on, I'm gonna send you the link for membership.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Thank you po.
You're
yes, thank
welcome,
you.
Ma'am Dali. Willing daw po, Doc, si Ma'am Dali na mag-join as speaker sa ating free webinars.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Doc Loida, we have one question from Sir Jay. Sir Jay, if you get to hear me, please unmute your microphone. There you go.
Good afternoon po to everyone.
Good afternoon.
So, I was interviewed po. I belong to the first batch of interviewees. So the panel of judges suggested that I will pass or submit an article or a research paper so that I will qualify. So you mentioned earlier po na we can pass articles from with pages 1 to 15. So I have here an article. I'm applying for education. All the awards that I applied are related to education, but I have here an article that I made, which is a systematics research. Is it possible po ba? Or I should pass a research which is also related to education po? Kasi this one is a systematics research. So meaning to say, since I'm a bio major, that research is about biology, so it's about conservation and so on and so forth. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. It's very much possible because our IJAS or our International Journal in Study is a multidisciplinary journal wherein we cater all types of research, not only basic research, not only educators research. This is for everybody. So all you need to do again is to submit your IMRAD format in APA Educators Publishing House at gmail.com. So if you are one of the first batch of applying for Grega Award, what is your name again, sir? Kung ano yung sinuggest po ng panelist nung na-interview ka, so all you need to do is to follow. So kung saan ka kulang, yun ang kailangan na mai-provide mo. So, kung hindi ka pa member ng international organization like APAETI, all you need to do is to be a member. Another thing, if you don't have any publication, all you need to do is to publish, and we have that to cater all your needs for you to be able a global educator and for you to pass the criteria of the Grega Award. Okay. So, I guess, nasagot ko po ba yung tanong mo, Sir Jay?
Yes po. Is it okay lang po kung isa lang yung maipasa even though I applied for at least 2 or more awards po? Thank you so much po.
Yes, basta maipasa mo yung mga criteria ng Grega Award, ay siyempre magiging recipient ka. So all you need to do is to follow the criteria. Kung ano yung kulang na sinabi sa iyo during panel interview, please ayusin mo na habang may time pa, kasi tulad ng in-announce ko kanina, hanggang 2nd week of September ang aming admission. Meron po kaming i-interviewin pa today at 3:30 p.m. Isn't it? So
yes, that's right, Doc.
Good luck to you, Sir Jay. So kung ano yung kulang mo, paki-asikaso mo as soon as possible for you to be able to pass the first Grega Award. Okay. So, do you have any queries? Doc Loida, meron pa tayong tanong?
Any more questions po? Clarifications from our participants? This is the right time now. It is open for you. This time is for you. Any questions po? Clarifications? Ma'am Lumbres? Ma'am Aban?
May question po, Doc Loida, si Ma'am Oreya. Ma'am Bonites po.
Yes, Doc Aurea. Ma'am Bonites, you're welcome. Doc Wendy, we miss you.
Nandiyan si Doc Wendy. Doc Wendy, kumusta? Okay ba si baby sa tiyan mo? Okay. So, shout out kay Doc Wendy.
Ma'am Aurea, tuloy-tuloy po ang interview, 3:30 po.
Okay, so ang tanong
thank you po. Thank you po.
Shout out also kay Ma'am Aurea, ang ating member affiliate. Nagtutok na rin yan sa APAETI. So, very qualified na yan si Ma'am Aurea. Siya ay may publication. 3 pa ang pinapublish niya. Meron din siya sa magazine. So, matagal na rin siyang member ng APAETI. Okay, so shout out din kay Doc Wendy. Hello,
Yeah.
Doc Wendy.
We would like to recognize also for joining Ma'am Arya and Doc Wendy, our co-resident speaker, and we developed our friendship through this APAETI. Thank you so much for being with us this time. So, any more questions?
Hello po, Doc Lloyda. Thank you.
Hello, Ma'am Arya, my idol.
Okay, so for those who did not join this live panel discussion, we will repost our the record of this panel discussion to APAETI page and to our YouTube channel. Kasi alam naman natin ngayon na parang karamihan ng lugar sa atin ay malakas ang ulan. Siguro kaya hindi sila makapasok kanina. So don't you worry about that. We will still post it, the recorded version of this panel discussion. We will repost it to our all 10 pages of APAETI. So we have 10 pages. So lahat yan ay ipopost namin dyan, lahat ng recordings namin with regards to this panel discussion, ipopost namin sa YouTube channel din, i-repost din po namin for you to be able to join this type of panel discussion. Okay, anything more? Meron pa ba tayong nakalimutan?
Okay, so if you don't have questions anymore, if everything is already clear to all of us, now as I close, let me share to you this sparks of wisdom. Can you see my screen po? Okay, so according to Michelle Ruiz, she says that if people are doubting how far you can go so far that you can't hear them anymore. And according to Michael Korda, one way to keep momentum going is to have constantly greater goals. You know, yes, there will be always people around us who don't believe in us, who don't like us to be successful and achieve our deepest dreams. But one way to keep going is to have constant greater goals. Let us keep improving ourselves by attending webinars, be dedicated to every single goal and reaching the majority of them, which will make the chance of success even greater. Having the skills to meet goals is extremely important. Getting to one's maximum potential involves a great amount of skill and perseverance. So again, I am Dr. Lloyda G. Tumelden, your host and your moderator for today's event. Thank you, keep safe, and God bless everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Just
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Recording panel discussion in APAETI page to all your colleagues na hindi naka-attend ngayon, for them to be oriented in our first Grega Award, and to all events and programs of APAETI, especially the publication, for them to be able to be oriented. All you need to do is to share the repost of this panel discussion. Another thing, nakalimutan ko yata, so open na po ang first book ng APAETI, yung Action Research Book, step-by-step, easy step-by-step guide on how to develop an action research. Of course, ang author doon is yours truly. Makikita nyo rin po doon yung 100 sample na action research, including na doon syempre yung mga nagpapublish na action research na APAETI with their permission. Another thing is yung lahat ng mga innovations at lahat ng mga action research na nagawa ng inyong abang lingkod. Siyempre ako. So, 700 lang po yun. Yung mga member ng APAETI may discount. So, all you need to do is to contact the APAETI page and our official email address, the asiapacificasok@gmail.com, if you wish to have the copy of this action research book. Diba, marami talaga, especially during action research seminar and research conference, maraming nagtatanong kung kailan. Ayan, meron na po. Meron tayong e-copy, meron na rin tayong hard copy. All you need to do is to reserve your copy kasi syempre ipapareserve muna para masabihan yung printing press kung ilan ang i-print nila. Okay, so thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much, Doc Kel.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doc Adrian and Doc Arnel.
Thank you,
And
Dr.
of course,
Loida.
to our participants,
Thank you,
thank you
Doc
so
Loida,
much.
and to the participants, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you po.
Thank you so much po.
Yeah, thank you po.